Hey, what's up you guys? If you're going to be towing a trailer with your Mazda CX-9, you're going to need trailer wiring. It's required by the law. Just go ahead and break down that install for you. You'll need the tools seen here to complete your installation. We're going to start off in the cargo area. We're going to need to access our taillight harnesses, which are located behind both our driver and passenger side taillights. So we're going to go ahead and start by removing our center storage tray. We're going to just pull up on the flooring right here. We have our storage tray that we'll be removing. So there's two pins holding this storage tray down. There's one right here that is missing and one in the opposite corner. To remove it, we'll just use a flathead screwdriver. And then we're just going to remove our storage tray. Next, if you have a sound system in the back of your vehicle, we'll need to take the panels off the top. There's one right here, and then we'll take the bigger one off that's underneath it. Next, we'll remove our scuff panel, and that's held in by these clips. Okay, now on the driver's side, we're going to go ahead and remove two cargo hooks, one at the bottom right here, and one up top. So we'll pull up on there, and that will give us access to a screw that we will remove using a 10mm socket. On this bottom one, we're going to use a flathead screwdriver, and we're going to pop this plastic cover up, and that will give us access to another screw that we will remove using a 10mm socket. Right now we're going to pull back on our driver's side panel. Just going to get right behind it and pull outwards. So this will give us access to our driver's side taillight harness right here. So we're going to go ahead and push down on this tab, and that will allow us to release it. All right, now we're going to take our T connector with the yellow, brown, and red wires, and we're going to go ahead and connect that to our driver's side taillight harness. So we're going to bring our T connector, and we're going to make sure that we keep it behind our brackets right here. And we'll plug it in. All right, now we're going to go ahead and ground our white wire with the terminal with our provided tap screw. We're just going to go right in here along this metal sheet right here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take our T connector with the green wire and our 4-flat harness, and we're going to route it towards the center of our vehicle right here. We're going to go underneath our sound system, so we're just going to bring it up right under here. Now we're going to take our T connector with our green wire, and we're going to connect it to our passenger side taillight, following the same directions as we did on the driver's side. Alright guys, now we're in our engine compartment. We're ready to run our power wire from our battery right here towards the rear of our vehicle to attach it to our converter box. To bring our wires down, we're going to follow the brake lines that come out of this reservoir through underneath our engine compartment. So we're just going to take the end of our wire right here, and we're just going to start pushing it down. Alright, so we're going to take our fuse holder and we're just going to loop it down through this wiring right here to keep it out of the way. And we're just going to zip tie it right here along to our positive terminals wires. Right now that we have our wire down underneath our vehicle, we're going to continue to follow these brake lines down underneath this panel. So we're going to remove 3 screws, one right here, here, and here. And we'll use a 10mm socket to remove those. So we're going to use some zip ties to fasten our wire underneath this panel. And once we've reached the end of this underbody panel, we'll go ahead and put it back up. Now we're going to continue to follow the side right here, following the brake lines. And then we're going to come over this cross member right here. And we're also going to go over this cross member right here. Now we're going to go over this bar right here. And we're going to make sure that we zip tie it. Towards the end of the vehicle, we're going to bring it up over the spare tire and through this little hole right here on the end. To bring our power wire into our cargo area, we have a grommet right here next to our sound system, partially on the driver's side. We're just going to go ahead and remove that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take our wire and push it up through that hole. All right, now that we have a power wire through, we're going to go ahead and route it underneath our sound system towards our converter box. All right, now we're going to connect our power wire to the black wire on our converter box. We're going to go ahead and use our heat shrink butt connector. And then we'll go ahead and use our butane torch to heat it up. All right, so let's go ahead and show you where you can store your 4-flat harness. You can leave it here in your cargo area and just pull it out through the weather seal when you need to use it. Or your other option is you can bring it down underneath the vehicle and have it next to your hitch. We're going to go ahead and show you how to do that. To bring it underneath your vehicle, you're going to go right through that same grommet that we used for our power wire. So we'll take our 4-flat harness and push it down. All right, now to reinstall our grommet, we're going to go ahead and cut a slit through half of it, right down the middle. So we're going to take our power wire and 4-flat harness and put it in that slit, and then we'll go ahead and reinstall it. Now we're going to take our green wire and we're just going to zip tie it to secure it to this wiring loom. Now we're just going to tuck our converter box right behind our panels here where it's out of the way. And now that we're done in the cargo area, we'll go ahead and put everything back together. be able to pull our flat down a little bit more. We'll bring it right over our hitch right here. Right now we're going to go ahead and secure our flat harness. A lot of people like to leave it dangling, but that can have a lot of risk in damaging your wire. So we're going to go ahead and use a flat mounting bracket. We're just going to put it right here on the bottom of our bumper, and this will help keep it safe. So this is not included with our kit. You can pick it up at your closest U-Haul or at uhaul.com. So first we're going to line it up, and then we're going to drill our first hole. We'll bring our first screw into place. Then we'll make sure that it's straight, and then we'll drill our second hole. Then we'll tighten it using a 3/8 socket. Then we'll go ahead and put our flat harness into the bracket. And then we'll put on our dust cover. All right, back in the engine compartment, we're ready to attach our fuse holder. Now on the positive terminal right here, this nut isn't meant to be taken all the way off, so we're going to use our fuse box right here. We're going to remove this nut right here using a 10mm socket. And then we're going to attach our ring terminal, and we'll reinstall our nut. And then we'll put our cover back on. Now we'll take our cap off, and we're going to insert the included 10-amp fuse. All right, now that your wiring is all powered up, you're ready to tow a trailer. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any questions or need more information, you can visit your closest U-Haul Hitch Center, or you can visit us online at uhaulhitches.com.